Welcome back to Animal Crossing New Horizons. I'm Dear Darling, and shall we see what's going on our lovely island of Fawnhollow today, where we'll be relaxing as per usual, quite late, because it was my friend's birthday, and we were busy having a jolly good time about that, but I will be talking more about the activities, I suppose we did tomorrow. I would say right now I'm a little bit distracted because I'm also got like Project Sakai running on my phone. And basically there's an event for my favourite group and whatsoever. I actually missed out the top 2000 ranking for this, and it's split up into like multiple sections. I missed out on the top 2000 ranking of the first section. I missed it by like 50 places, you know, which was a little bit sad, but it's also not a big deal because who really cares? It's all arbitrary anyway. But anyway, good evening everyone. Right now in Fawnhallow, it's 11:55 PM on Saturday, November 11th, 2023. But yeah, I think I've been like touching vaguely upon what we've been doing, I suppose, for my friend's birthday. Like I brought it up before, there's a group of us, we do like these silly sort of projects for each other. And I've brought it up in the past, mainly because it's something I'm working on, and it's I think one of the number one reasons that my backlog gets completely like diminished. I think my backlog right now is one. I think I have one episode in the backlog right now, and honestly I was going to record this morning, but I actually just woke up a lot later than usual because I was working on this birthday project. But this birthday project was an interesting one because my friend very much likes Crocs. Like he's very known for wearing them all the time, so we were like, let's make cool Crocs. So we combined Crocs and Heelys together, and we made a accompanying video to go along with it in the style a la I Did a Thing. If you don't know, he's basically sort of... Why is that cut off? Is that Elgato game capture? Hold on. It is cut off. What's going on? Hold on. Can I reset the size? Why is it like this? There's something like reset size. I literally saw it today, but I didn't realize. Have I been zoomed in this entire time? I don't know, hold on, let me... I think what's happened is my actual settings on my video has changed resolution. So I guess we'll just have to deal with a slightly weirder size video for this YouTube video. And then I will fix it in the next one. But I don't know how that's happened. I guess I was using OBS today to record stuff, but I didn't think it would completely mess up my other scenes. And I genuinely don't know, so there might be an annoying black bar at the top or the bottom. I think this must have happened recently. I genuinely have no clue. Anyway, yeah, we made an accompanying video to go along with it. I was editing it tomorrow. I was actually editing it last night, quite late, to be honest. When I woke up this morning to continue editing it, it was actually a lot more editing than I expected it to be. I didn't think it would actually be this much editing, but you know, maybe I got a little bit carried away with it. You might be like, can I see it, Dear Darling? And the answer is no, to be perfectly honest. It's a personal thing shared between my friends because, you know, I think that's perfectly fair in my opinion. But yeah, I mean, I can tell you about what we did. Like we made Crocs Heelys, and it was actually, you know, reasonably well planned out on, as in we had, of course, a pair of Crocs that we are eventually going to turn into Heelys, and then we had like a practice pair as well, which were just some cheap ones we bought or something. We've got like a pair of Heelys. I believe they were like child's Heelys, which amusingly I could still fit my feet into, which is, my feet are, they're not like insanely small, but they are small. My feet are about UK size 6 to 7-ish. But the thing is about my feet is they're incredibly wide. For whatever reason, like using the letter system when I was younger, I used to be an H or something. But yeah, what we basically did is we just took the Heely wheel from that and we stuck it in a Croc. And there was like an online video that we saw, like a YouTube shot, I think, which did the same, which we were like, okay, this seems doable, we do it like that. I will say, doing it ourselves, I suppose, in this Croc is not nearly as easy as he made it seem on that video, whoever made that video, because it's actually really hard to skate in those Crocs. I was thinking about it afterwards, like after we done it, like it's theoretically possible, but you need like such pixel precision balance to like really make it work, which make it really difficult. It's actually way harder in the Croc Heelys than it is in actual Heelys. But I never had Heelys when I was younger. I've never used them before, but I tried them for the first time when we got them, and I couldn't say I would skate very far, but I could cover a couple meters, I suppose, not shakily. It was difficult, but I could basically go nowhere these Croc Heelys. And I think a big part of it is the fact that Crocs are quite sort of like soft and malleable, which means that even though they spin fine on their own, they're held in, basically there's like a Heely casing that we cut a square hole in the back like heel area of a Croc, and then we cut it such that it was a bit like it has like an upper lip, I suppose, and then we put the Heely casing from the top through. Oh no, we were too slow, so we can get a Cakey Slider song. I was going to be like, we should do that, but I guess it's past midnight, so unfortunately we cannot anymore. So I pushed the casing, I suppose, through, and then we held it in place by getting like an insole for it and super gluing it in place and super gluing the Croc casing in as well. But the thing is, I think because Crocs are kind of bendy, so even if it is super glued on, like when you put your pressure on the heel, the outside area of a Croc sort of does bend around it and makes it it makes the angle which you need to balance on that wheel on even smaller than it already is. Because I think an actual Heelys is about half the wheel sticks out. And to be fair on these Croc Heelys, I think about half the wheel sticks out normally. It's just when you put the pressure on the Croc, because the Crocs bend, it means it's even harder. Like you had to basically balance on a tiny piece of plastic in your heel, which makes it incredibly difficult to do. Not impossible. So I think maybe if we had like really sturdy Heelys, it would work out a lot better, but it would also be a lot harder to get the casing in. But yeah, that's basically it. My friend really likes Crocs, and we just made a funny video to go along with it, and it was successful. I mean, I think he enjoyed it a lot. We also got him some limited edition Jacob Collier Crocs. Basically, we wanted to try and get some like limited edition Crocs, but some of them sold out really fast. I wanted to try and get the Lightning McQueen ones. Like I signed up for like alerts about them, and I got the alert, and they sold out within like minutes. Maybe 20 minutes or something. So it was like, okay, I just like missed my opportunity to try and get them, but it would have been really cool if I got them. But yeah, I don't really know where else I was going with this. It was just like, I mean, like, I don't own a pair of Crocs myself. I understand why people like them though, because supposedly they are incredibly comfy. They're like, but I don't really know why they're comfy. I guess because they're quite soft shoes in the first place. So they sort of form around your foot, and they also have like this sort of bumpy texture at the bottom, which is meant to be like a massage thing. That's me growing up. What I heard about Crocs is like you walk in Crocs and it massages your foot with like the bumpy things. I don't know how true that necessarily is. But Crocs have a very distinctive design. They have a lot of holes in the top, which I assume is for breathability. Something about like preventing sweat build-up, which is fair, I suppose. Because they are like, I don't really know what they're made out of. I always thought they were made out of silicone, but they're kind of more like a foamy sort of material, I think. Or at least these ones were. Because I feel like if they were silicone, they would be very, very difficult to actually cut into. Well, not very, very difficult, but more difficult. Maybe it is silicone. Hold on, let's see. What are Crocs made of? Call them rubber, others foam or resin. Crocs are made of Crosslite, a proprietary material. Primarily polyethylene vinyl acetate. Oh, okay. So it's a polymer, which is a very undescriptive thing. There's a long chain of alkenes or alkenes. It's something like, no, it was alkenes which have formed a long chain, right? So something like that. Maybe I should describe it as a long hydrocarbon chain. It's like I'm just trying to throw my mind back to A-level chemistry to sort of remember, because we did have a section in polymers in inorganic chemistry. I was saying I very much preferred inorganic chemistry to organic chemistry. Organic chemistry was just too many reactions to try and remember, especially stuff with like hexene stuff, or I don't even remember. I'm gonna be benzene. Is that what it is? I don't know. Anyway, sorry, there's not a point. We can talk about that another time. So I never owned Crocs myself, but I understand that they are sort of go-to shoe wear for some things. Like, is it either chefs or it's doctors, or maybe like surgeons, who wear Crocs? In my mind, I think it's doctors. It might be both. I don't know. Jobs who wear Crocs. In healthcare, the ease of cleaning and disinfecting makes them appealing to many who work in direct care environment. Crocs are slip-proof. That's interesting. That it's... I wouldn't think easier to clean would make sense, but now that I think about it, that does make sense. I would initially be like, you don't want Crocs because they got holes in it. It feels like it's easier to get like contamination into your foot. But I guess you could just wear like a outer layer sock thing, and them being easy to clean makes a lot of sense because I assume things get very dirty on the outside, and you don't want to have to throw away like expensive shoes every time. Crocs, the material they're made out of, is very sort of easy to clean. What jobs are great for Crocs? There's a whole Crocs subreddit. I work in a swimming pool and wear Crocs during the summer. My feet get wet all the time, and because they don't soak up water, my feet won't stay wet. That's actually a really, really good point. They're not quite waterproof shoes, but they, you know, have a benefit of having grippy. What's the bottom of the shoe called? Grippy undersides. I was going to say soles, but I think soles is the inside of the bottom part of the shoe, as well as, you know, being breathable and, you know, not hydro resistant, I suppose. I'm a dog groomer and I wear Crocs to work. Okay, I'm not going to say that one. Sump Camp Counselor has a pair. Great for outdoor stuff because they're closed-toe but still breathable if they get wet. Also work as water shoes. I would have thought you wouldn't want things because I would have things like debris and like branches and stuff will get in the holes. I don't know. Massage therapist. I never thought about that. On your feet most of the day, I think you would want something comfy, and I do concede Crocs are pretty comfy as far as like shoe wear, footwear in general is concerned. Maybe I should get a pair of Crocs myself. I don't know. I guess I can't get over that mental barrier of them not really being the most attractive looking shoe in the first place. If I was like stylish Crocs, maybe I would get them. It just doesn't. It's just not my style, you know. And I am, you know, whether I like to admit it or not, I am very much a form over function sort of. Well, it depends what. But with fashion, especially, I am very much sort of like form over function. To a certain degree, I mean, like I've said my thing. Like I don't like polyester as a material. I like it. I think it's okay for some things, but a lot of things it just doesn't work. Like polyester shirts, just the worst thing possible. But polyester as like a synthetic fur or synthetic wool, I think works actually pretty well. It's not like amazing, but it's alright. But you know, if I'm wearing it at home, it's a perfectly normal thing. I mean, I have slippers. I'm not wearing them right now, but I'm actually over here. Oh, I forgot. I ordered Root, the game, ages ago, and I've just never gotten the time to actually properly like look at it, set it up, and like have a bit of a dry run through the game just to sort of understand it. You didn't give us a recipe, so I guess that's what I'll do tomorrow, or something. I can consider doing it today. I don't really know. I don't know if I've got enough time, but we'll see. Because it is quite late, obviously. Should we see what event ranking I am right now? I'm the second phase of a Project Sakai event. It's Mizuki's chapter. I started off with my favourite characters chapter, and I'm a little bit sad I got rank 2056. I woke up this morning and I was ranked 2000. I was like, oh god. But I was like, I have stuff to do. So that's unfortunate. Rank 23,000. I got a bits to go, but that's okay. I'm gonna aim for top 3,000 in all 4 chapters. Whether that'll be doable or not, I don't know, because I'm gonna be quite busy next week and next weekend. But we'll see how it goes. Yeah, Crocs in general, I think they are quite comfortable. I'm not gonna like turn up my nose at them in that sense. I'm not gonna disrespect what they are good at. But I don't know. I just need Crocs which are my style. I wonder if there are like, I mean, there are limited edition, like, I must admit, like fashion brand Crocs. Let's see, stylish Crocs. You think a fashion label's come in to actually design some sleek looking Crocs? Oh, I like that. I think I just don't like the whole effect of a Crocs. So I need a Croc design which either incorporates the holes. I don't want to fill them with gibbets, I'm going to be perfectly honest. Which either incorporates the holes into the design itself, or is like illusory and covers it up. Like I like these stripy ones which I see. Because it's very difficult to see the holes in because it's got such a busy pattern, I think, sort of stealing the attention away. Okay, Slide's here. I don't think I've ever seen you here in Brewster's. Let's actually speak with you. I'm looking at the photos and I'm going to be honest. Like, I would wear them for comfort. I would not wear them for like a fashion thing. Like, these don't look like... I'm looking at these Croc outfits you got, and I'm going to be honest, they're not doing it for me. They're just not my sort of thing. The Croc sliders, I think, I'm totally fan. The Croc flip-flops. But they're not like quintessential Crocs, I think. They feel quite different. I do like these patterns, but again, they're just like the anti-trend boots. People what the heck is anti-trend boots? These are just knee-high boots. How's that anti-trend? Incredibly trendy. No, not platform Crocs. That looks terrible. This one's okay. It's got like strawberry Crocs. I think strawberry patterns over each of the holes. Or maybe it's just a white Croc in general. No, I don't know. I just need something which well incorporates the whole the whole design, I suppose, of Crocs. Or maybe it just needs smaller holes. I like this like aspiration, not aspiration, like Aspire-based Crocs or whatever, which have these like tiny holes in. And honestly, I don't mind these ridged Crocs, but they kind of look more like climbing shoes or something than actual something I would wear casually. Anyway, hold on. KK Side, I don't think we've ever spoken to you before. Hey, thought I'd pop in for a quick cup of mud. Mud? I've never heard that as coffee description before. I take Brewster's brew just the way he makes it. You don't need to dress up your cups of beans with skin. I actually don't think I've ever spoken to you before in here. Swing by and catch my live act sometime, Daddy-O. Fall nights are all about that bug music. Those long, lonely nights. And aren't I'm just trying to think how aren't half bad. So lonely. Thanks to them. I like folks to hear my music live, but there's no dig against listening to an album when it's all you got. Albums can be good friends to keep you company on those long nights. I feel like you had an American accent. I'm not sure I'm doing a very bang-up job of it. When was weather as nice as it is today, there's no finer feeling than being outside singing a tune. These quiet hours when island folks are all sound asleep, if you ask me, that's the right time for grabbing a cup of joe and letting your mind go wandering. I feel like having coffee before bed is not a great idea. Now that is some fine coffee. When you get something this good, it works a little magic on your soul. Nothing ever moves your heart if you know it wasn't made from the heart. That's one lesson a lone musician doesn't ever want to forget. KK Cider seems like the type to wear Crocs. Okay, I think that's all the dialogue we got from you. Just one last check. Okay. So yeah, Crocs. Yeah, I'd probably get a pair. I would consider getting a pair at some point. But the main stitch is, it has to be a design I like. And I've not seen a Croc design I've particularly loved yet. And no, I don't particularly like gibbets. What on earth is this? I don't know what sort of design would make me be like, yes, I would get these Crocs. Like, it's sort of like, I know it when I see it. Like, I like these actually. I like a Crocs almost move on top, but genuinely that seems like it's defeating the point of a Croc, which is meant to be the sort of breathability aspect of it, isn't it? By having these holes in them. I actually quite like these ones. These ones have like a geometric pattern on. And I guess the holes must be inside the hexagons. No, I think this is literally just like a suede Croc. That's like a platform Croc, which looks crazy weird. I don't mind the ridged Croc. That just looks like a clog. That's quite a cute pattern, but again, I don't know about the whole part of Crocs. The holy aspect of high heel Crocs. I mean, honestly, I think they're quite funny. I'm going to wrap this episode up here, I think. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. So, if you have been watching, thank you very much. It's been Animal Crossing New Horizons. I've been Dear Darling. Likes, comments, subscription, shares, greatly appreciated. Socials, Discord down below. Hope to see each other again, but for now, it's our farewell. So until next time, just get more of these. I just need to find the right Croc for me. That's too busy, that's actually, I'm sorry. Anyway. I just removed my wave. Ooh, I love my wave. Take a picture. Oh, is this wave? Yes. Select. Bye-bye for now. Is that the wave I normally do? Hold on. Is there another wave? No, I think it's that one. I don't know. I'll have to check. Anyway, bye-bye for now.